Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. So welcome to Coaching Think Talk. So I am Coach Orvyl from Life Coach Philippines and this is Coaching for Courageous Living. Yan. So this coaching conversation is this is for highly doubtful individuals who are saying yes to themselves right now to face their fears and overcome it. No? I'm Coach Orvyl. I'm on a mission to help highly doubtful individual who wants to live courageously outside typical where our unstoppable dream is. So if you're a highly doubtful person, like also so critical to yourself, if you want to do something, this coaching think talk is for you. So magandang umaga, happy Saturday morning to you all. So thank you for joining me live today and please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today. So please do tag a friend and let circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing for this session. So tag na po natin sila. So this Saturday morning, so habang nagme-merienda or habang breakfast, let's have a very engaging morning. So you may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with them with some inspiring message. So if you're watching this on a replay, please comment now, hashtag replay kapag napanood mo to, like maybe after a week, after a month, or maybe after a year, no? During this live. So live tayo ngayon, July 3. So it's 10:21 a.m. So pasensya na, this is the 10 a.m. na schedule. So I just had some a need to fix. Meron lang na miss, but then let's celebrate. Dito tayo, kita-kita na tayo. Okay, so I'm streaming via Facebook page of Life Coach Philippines, the YouTube channel Coach AI Connect. So if you're new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. Yan, magandang umaga po sa inyo. Yan, good morning, Master E. Si Ishi. So si Ishi is yung tumutulong sa akin right now. She's doing this all our presentation, streaming, yung transition na screen natin, and so shout out natin si Master E. Hello po, magandang umaga Coach Trisha. Ayan, magandang umaga. Okay. So again, I am Coach Orvyl. So this is Coaching for Courageous Living, one of the coaching think talks that we have sa Life Coach Philippines. So here is yung mga kasama ko. We are 16 us, 6 of 18. We have Master Coach, of course, Master Coach A, the one who certified me as a life coach. And yeah, we have Master Coach Jasmine, nandito rin po siya. So yeah, I am one of the blessed person who is doing given a chance to really share our story, our learnings, and really serve the people who really wanted to hear our wisdom or our experience and learnings along the way. So I'm a certified life coach for more than 2 years now. So I am Coach Orvyl. I'm a certified CACC life coach and mental health coach. I am a software engineer. So lahat ng mga software engineer out there, programmers, web developers, so it's really creating innovations, implementing ideas in order for us to have innovative life, especially right now during the time of pandemic. Hindi talaga to new normal, and then programmers out there, visionaries out there is really on the works to make our life easier, to really serve people. So yun, to all software engineers na late na natutulog or matutulog pa lang, so bago kayo matulog, listen to me, listen to me. Ayun, join me for this Saturday morning, and ayun, shout out to you all guys. Magandang umaga po, Master Coach Hasmin, dito na po siya. So I'm a certified life coach for more than 2 years now. So since day zero, I really focus on building confidence, and I really always building confidence. So what's the picture of building confidence? It's really overcoming the fear of really showing up. Paano ba maging comfortable sa sarili, showing up to others, like really doing presentation like this before, and I'm currently enrolled as a Master Builder Apprentice of Master Coach A. So meaning we build tribe, we build community as we help people to make their unstoppable dream come true, to help you to make your unstoppable dream come true. And being inside of this program, one of my greatest takeaway, I would say the greatest takeaway of my year 2021 is that what I am really where is my heart is really building the courage. Di ba, lagi natin naiisip, sino bang kumo-connect dito? Confidence, wala ka sa akong confidence na magsalita. Wala akong confidence to really say my opinion. Wala akong confidence to really post. Kahit mag-post ng picture sa Facebook, really share my thoughts. Magko-comment. We it will take us maybe an hour or two para mag-comment sa isang post because we are so fearful of what others might say. Marami tayong mga inhibitions sa ganyan. So I thought it's really about confidence. But then, reflecting of the journey that I had, reflecting on the heart or the things that I'm trying to serve and show to people, talks about living courageously. So ano bang difference to, excuse me po, ano bang difference ng confidence and courage na we're going to talk about it along this series of coaching think talks. So this is episode 1. Like, so to all our viewers yan nanood sa akin nung season natin for coaching for careless living. Now we are on transition from living carelessly to living courageously. So this is a level up for us. No? So yan, palakpak naman dyan, palakpak tayo dyan. So yan, magandang umaga po, Coach Tin. Nandito na si Coach Tin Takpo, couple coach po natin. Ayan. So, I'm on a mission. Really, the picture of yung mission ko, if I'm going to put it in one single sentence, my heart is really helping people, like really helping to transition, to live courageously, to fight for their dream, to fight for what they really want. And that means living courageously outside typical. Diba? Outside typical dahil most of us who are already comfortable of what we have. Sino po bang ko-connect? Like, we're working on our dream job. No? For example, we're getting the money, the salary that can really support our lifestyle. However, aren't you feeling like if you're the person na nafe-feel mo yung, I think there's more than this. Like, tapos makikita mo, ano ba yung dream mo nung bata ka and you were dreaming to someone who's really also sharing your story, talking in front of other people, helping them, inspiring them, motivating them. And may realize mo, okay, hindi na siya aligned kung nasaan ako right now. What is common to me is my work. What's common to me is knowing my technicalities. If you're software engineers, we do the coding, engineers out there. Or focus na tayo kung saan tayo comfortable, being for example, an accountant, a doctor, and we thought we can no longer do things that we really want to do na hindi aligned sa current profession natin. So, ikaw po ba yan? If you're connecting, just say you're connecting yan. Magandang umaga po, Coach Ann. Magandang umaga. Let's start living courageously outside typical if we want to get that unstoppable dream come true. Because unstoppable dreams really outside of our comfort zone. So, this coaching think talk is for you. If you're saying yes to live outside typical to make your dreams come true. Okay, so let's start our episode 1. Ayan. Yan, so episode 1, we're going to talk about this, the 3 phases of fear. So there are 3 phases of fear. Yung ano ba yung different na mukha ng fear? Because before we start living courageously, we really need to understand, we really need to see ano nga ba yung takot. What is the fear that we're talking about? Like, yung fear ba na alam ko is the same dun sa fear na alam nung kasama ko? Like, are we aligned of the definition of fear? And how do we see fears in different type or situation? Nagbabago ba siya or hindi? So, this morning, episode 1, let's start by discussing the 3 phases of fear. Magandang umaga po, Coach Marife. So, what are your fears right now? So to all our viewers, I'm really inviting you, comment below. If you're watching this on a replay, #replay, comment lang kayo. What are your fears right now? Ano ba yung kinakatakot nyo ngayon? Like, ano pinakatakot yung mangyari? Sino ba yung kinakatakutan nyo? Of course, this is a safe space. Kung meron kayo kinakatakutan na tao, of course, if you wanna comment it, ikaw bahala. But then what I'm trying to not really inviting you is allow yourself to express. And if you're not comfortable commenting, that's totally okay. But then I'm really inviting you to get your pen and get your paper. Then try to express dun sa paper natin on what are your fears right now, because there's no right or wrong answer. Oftentimes, kahit itong tanong na to, we are so hesitant to answer because baka mali, baka hindi kasi ito yung fear na sinasabi nila, baka hindi naman to fear. Doon sa iba kasi parang ito bagay na to hindi naman dapat kinakatakutan. Sino pong kumo-connect? Yung parang natakot ako magsalita eh. Pero dun sa ibang tao, gustong-gusto nila magsalita. So, hindi na fear itong nafe-feel ko. Diba? May mga ganun tayo. So, yun, what are your fears right now? Comment below, no? Comment below, share it, no? Helping other people to see also kung nasaan kayong state right now, really helping them na realize na hindi pala ako nag-iisa. Maybe some of our viewers rin dito, oh nga no, meron, kinakatakutan niya rin pala yung bagay na yun. So I'm really connecting. So we are relational beings, so we find joy in really seeing people like us. Kinakatakutan niya rin pala to. And all the people also na may share na kwento. Tapos may ibang tao makakonect, ibang sarap sa feeling. Oh, hindi pala ako nag-iisa. Kinakatakutan niya pa rin ito, di ba paulit-ulit. So yan, comment below. So what are your fears right now? So there's no right or wrong answer. I myself, before mag-start ako ng journey of becoming a certified life coach, the greatest fear is really showing up, really doing presentation in front of other people. Like I know I'm really good of what I do being a software engineer. I love coding, I love solving problems, I love creating algorithm. But then kapag darating yung moment that I'm going to present, ang dami nang pumapasok sa isip ko, yung fear of what others might say, the fear of I think may mas better na tao na may idea sa bagay na to. Siguro dumaan ka rin sa point of you wanna share your story but then you start to invalidate. Para wala namang special sa kwento na to. Nakakatakot sabihin, di ba? May mga ganun tayong moment. So, that's really speaking in front of other people. It's one of my fears. So that's the reason, one of the inspired, I would say, very, hindi ko siya masasabi ko siyang fun, but then I really start my journey of being a certified life coach. The number one reason, gusto ko lang makapagsalita sa harap ng at least 5 tao. Yun talaga, like, that's a very clear picture ng reason ko kung bakit ako nag-say yes sa being a certified life coach. So, moment na yun, tumatambay ako sa Decaf Coffee Republic, no? So that's a coffee shop wherein kung na-stress kang tao before, and even right now, if you feel stressed, talagang ang puntahan mo talaga is Decaf Coffee Republic. And until then, life coaching, yung idea na life coaching was introduced, and then umattend ako ng life coaching 101 nila to really know ano ba meron sa life coaching na to. Hindi ba to yung nag-a-advise, ito ba yon? So that's are the things na tumatakbo sa utak ko, no? And yan, good morning po, Coach Rizel, Coach Best Friend. And yun, I experienced life coaching, and life coaching, we have Coach Rizel here. If you want to know more about life coaching, 0917-586-1661 yung number dito to answer any question about life coaching. But to me, no, yung moment na yon, life coaching is not really hindi pala siya advice giving. That's the number one takeaway. Hindi siya advice giving. Life coaching made me see the things that I'm fearful, and is it really something that I need to be fearful? Yung bagay na yon, hindi yon na advice, but then the power of you seeing, ay, ganito pala ako mag-isip, ay, ganito pala siya nakita. Pero kapag titignan mo ba ibang perspective, you start to see how you can overcome yung mga fear na yan. So, na-hook na ako nung nakita ko yun. That's how life coaching was. Na-hook na ako. And then after 2 years, almost magti 3 years na, I'm here serving, and let's talk about courageous living. So, going back sa question, what are your fears right now? Comment below. Ano kinakatakutan niyo po? Again, if you're uncomfortable, okay lang. But then, get your pen and get your paper. Sulat niyo lang po doon. What is the first, sa tingin niyo, yung pinakaunang phase, ano ba yung pinaka-itsura ng fear natin, no? So, the 3 phases of fear. So let's talk about phase number 1, yung itsura, no? Ito yung number 1 is what we call fear of anxiety. Yung anxiety, when you start to feel anxious. Yan yung unang itsura ng fear. So kapag nasabi mo to, oh no, yeah, I can sense it, danger is coming, talaga magpe-feel to, like you start to feel anxious, you start to think in the future, like hindi pa nangyayari, pero we are acting like nandun na tayo. And what's painful here is hindi nga tayo sure kung mangyayari talaga yung kinakatakutan natin. So that's anxiety. So if you're connecting, anong picture ng anxiety say? Like you start to feel anxious if there's something happening, or like meron kang gustong gawin, And before doing that, ang dami mo nang inisip, nag-overthink ka na, and then you start to feel, hindi ko na nga gagawin, natakot na ako. Who's ending in that situation? So anxiety, this is the feeling of imminent danger. Ibig sabihin, there's a fear, there's something about to happen na parang totoo, pero wala pa. Na parang, marorong grammar ako kapag nagsalita ako. Ay, kapag kinausap ko tong tao na to, mukhang ide-deny niya ako. No? We are so anxious na mangyayari na yung bagay na yun. Na parang totoo nang nangyari. Pero totoo, kung tutusin, hindi pa nangyayari. Right? So that's the feeling of anxiousness. So, and sabi ni Coach Rizel, so that's me when I write my content. Connecting, no? Who's here is so anxious on posting on social media? Like really, like kunyari magpo-post ka ng picture and aabutin ka ng like 30 minutes to 1 are really thinking for a one sentence caption. I myself, ganyan ako. Like, most of the time, kung pupunta ako sa vacation, di ba, daming picture, ganyan, daming view, ganyan. Tapos gusto ko na siyang i-post and I feel like, kailangan ko lagyan ng caption. So, ano yung caption ko? And then, 1 hour thinking ko ano yung pwede ko i-caption, like, dapat something catchy or katulad ng iba na maganda yung caption, may mga quotes and so, ganyan. I ended up not really doing or really posting anything in social media. That's me, especially like 2 years ago before being here, being a certified life coach. So, if that's you feel anxious of what others might say or what others think dun sa ipopost mo, so this coaching think talk is for you. And try to reflect, how do you see or do you feel anxious or how do you feel anxious? Ano bang picture na anxiety sa'yo? Uneasiness, no? Like kinakabahan ka, pinagpapawisan, then hindi ka mapakali dahil nga you're already anticipating too much of what would happen. You start to feel uneasy. Ayan. Hello po, good morning, Coach Joanna. So example nitong anxiety na today, na one of the 3 phases of fear is being in the office. Sino po dito yung andun ka sa office and then papasok si boss, and then bigla siya magagalit at pinapagalitan yung ka-office mate mo. Nandun pinapagalitan niya like, you miss doing this. Parang ganyan, bakit ito ba't nakalimutan natin? Di ba, yung nakikita mo na agad siya. And then na kahit parang 1 kilometro, kahit 1 kilometer away dun sa boss mo, tapos may kinakausap siya, may pinapagalitan siya, you start to feel the anxiety na parang, wait, parang mangyayari to sa akin. Na parang, oh my God, this day will be a very scary day. Pero tutusin, yung ka-office mate mo yung pinapagalitan, tapos you just felt na dapat matakot ka na rin. Sino ba to? Sino kumakonnect? Iba yung iba yung talagang alam mong for sure na mapapagalitan kasi for example, teammate mo siya ganyan. But meron yung mag-iiba, yung sa tingin mo mag-iiba yung atmosphere ng room dahil may pinapagalitan siya isang tao and then you yourself start to feel the sweat. Like gusto mo nang sana matapos na tong day na to. You start to feel anxious. Tapos the whole day hindi ka naman kinausap ng boss but then yung whole day na yon, you are really worried of what might happen to you and the boss, which is ending up, wala naman nangyari. Sino pong connect yan? Good morning po, Coach Lynn. Yes, #relate kinakabahan. #kaba. So may kantang kaba, di ba? Yeah. So, another picture ng anxiety is walking on the road. Like naglalakad tayo and then we start to see something, a commotion. Dun sa malayo, di ba? May, dun sa kunyari sa kanto, may makikita kami nag-aaway, kunyari hindi pa necessarily nag-aaway, nakita mo may gathering, may nag-gather dun sa kanto. And then, of course, di ba hindi naman normal na may nag-gather na tao dun sa gitna ng road. And then you start to overthink, you start to feel na may threat. Ay, teka lang, wait, bakit may ganun? So, di ba, you start to feel anxious again, na wait, may nag-aaway, baka pag dumiretso ako dun, makapalaban ako, baka pag dumiretso ako dun, baka mas madisgrasya ako, no? Yung picture of anxiety, it's an imminent danger, but then it doesn't really exist yet, no? Hindi talaga siya nangyayari, but then parang nandun na tayo at kinakabahan. So that's the picture of number 1. Ayan. Coach Ad, yes, natamaan na po, Coach. Ayan. Good morning, Coach. This is a Saturday morning, and yeah, thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for really having engaging. I think I'm really inviting, if you're watching this also on a replay, comment lang, hashtag replay. We have certified life coaches here watching. No, they will get notified also kapag you're going to comment, you want to share your thoughts, your expression. If you have question, no, like, feel free. This is a safe space. We exist. Coaching Think Talk exists because we have the heart to really help the people that we can help. No, like for example, me, one of the 16 coaching Think Talk series na meron. So, yan, like, mamaya, napapakita ko yung mga pictures namin ulit. So, that's a picture of anxiety. So, if you're connecting kung sa tingin mo ikaw to, sa tingin mo dumaan ka dito, just say yes. No? Yes, I'm anxious. Then dumaan ako dyan. Or hashtag, yes. Okay, so picture number 2 or the phase number 2 of fear is, okay, before ako pupunta dun sa phase, yung phase 2 or picture number 2 or itsura ng fear, like magsasabi na ako na prepare yourself. Because anxieties, I would say, is napaka-common. Actually, this three is very common, but then this is unraveling and really putting an awareness. And number 2 is something me personally really hit me big time. Okay? So excited to po ba? Excited? Phase number 2, boom, egoistic fear. Who's connecting? Like, are you this person with pag sinabi nyo, pre, ayokong gawin yan eh. Para mukhang magmumukha lang akong ano dyan eh. So, hindi kang gagawin. Or like, ayokong sabihin, baka ano sabihin nila sa akin kapag ginawa ko yung bagay na kaya ano ba yan. Parang, baka magmukha lang akong eng-eng, di ba? May mga ganun tayo. So, sino pang kumokonect? May mga ganung linya. Phase number 2 talks about egoistic fear. Like, oh yeah, like let's get the root word, egoistic. Oftentimes, we are so fearful of what others might think of us. Like, we tend to, yung parang gusto natin maging perfect lahat yung image natin. And if we see a percentage, kasi maliit lang na percentage, a maliit lang na window wherein na hindi perfect, we start to say, nakakatakot siyang gawin. Right? Yung parang sasabihin natin na, kapag ginawa ko to, ano sasabihin niya? Wait, I think mas magaling siya. So, bakit ko gagawin to? Nakakatakot. Isip parang i-compare ako. Di ba? The overthinking comes in. Yan. Yan. Connecting ulit si Coach Ann. Yan. Namumuro si Coach Ann. Yan. I started egoistic fear na sinabi ko na this personally really hit me because one of the system, I really believe na naging parte ng sistema ko in really thriving, the picture of getting thriving or success, because I think naging part ng sistema ko yung pagiging people pleaser ko. It really like it's a way for me to survive. Like keeping saying yes to the people that I ano bang picture that I really need to say yes. For example, a friend or a boss. Na yes lang tayo ng yes. Kasi ayaw nating ma-reject. We are so fearful of rejection. We are fearful of what others might say. Okay, Joy naman nito, hindi naman na sumasama yun. So. Tapos sasabihin na boss, yung iba nag-work ng Sabado, bakit like ganyan, di ba? May ganun tayong fear. Then you just keep, okay, yeah, please I'll keep saying yes. Parang, okay, hindi ako magbabakasyon ng Sabado because I want to get the approval of my boss, di ba? May mga ganun. Even though it's already compromising the values, it's already compromising the things that can really help us to be healthier. For example, Sabado naman, bakit magtatrabaho? Hindi ba pwedeng ito magiging time for you to recuperate, magpahinga, get the energy, get the motivation, the inspiration again for you to face Monday courageously, happily, joyfully? Marami akong what if. What if ganito, what if ganyan, what if sinabi ko na ito tapos hindi ibibigay? Paano kung hindi ko nakuha yung yes? We are so caring. Like, we are so we care too much, I should say. We care too much of what others might think, and we care less of what we really want and our state. Or in short, we care less of what life we want to get. One example sa sa egoistic fear is public speaking. Did you know that? Na sino sa tingin niyo paano siya mako-connect egoistic fear into public speaking? How is it connected? Sa tingin niyo paano siya kumo-connect? Pa-comment lang. Then hashtag replay for watching this on a replay. Magandang umaga. Again, I'm Coach Orvyl, no. If you ay true or false, ito na lang. Bigyan ko kayo ng tanong, true or false? If ever na walang mangyayaring masama, if ever, like others wouldn't say anything or you're going to receive good feedback when you start speaking public, whatever happened, nag-public speaking ka, for sure may positive feedback ka, will you do public speaking? Will you do public speaking? For example, all will went well. Lahat mangyayari ng okay. Will you do public speaking? True or false? Yan. Comment lang kayo if it's true. Comment lang kayo if it's false. Hashtag replay true kung pinapanood nyo ito on a replay. Ayan. Sabi ni Coach Rizal, yes. Yes. No, kapag magiging okay lahat, like after nung public speaking mo, kahit ano nangyari pa, kahit ano nasabi mo, andun yun, standing ovation, palakpakan, lalapitan ka pagbaba sa stage, or may message ka really congratulating you. If that's the case, will you do public speaking? And if yes, hindi public speaking yung takot ka. Hindi ka takot sa public speaking, but you are fearful of what others might say. You are fearful of the judgment of what others might say to you. You are fearful of, hey, wrong grammar. You are fearful of, I think yung idea mo, hindi naman yan yun eh, parang mali ka. You are fearful of receiving that feedback. Connecting po ba? It is not the public speaking yung kinakatakutan natin, but what would happen, how others would respond. Same true of starting a business. You want to start a business for the longest time. Like maybe you're working in a corporate, you're working as a dentist, you're working as an engineer, and you really want to start your own, like, karinderya. Gusto mo magluto. Or you want to start to build your own coffee shop, or you want to start doing vlogs. You want to start the business. You are not fearful of starting the business. The fear is the judgment or what others might say to you. Like, okay, bakit mo gagawin yan? Wait, ang ganda ng work mo, but why you start venturing on these things? Wait, are you fit on talking in front of other people? Sure ka? Yan. Sino yan? Sino may mga kumakonek po doon? So, egoistic fear in short, we are really preserving. We don't want to get feedback, bad feedback. But we are so fearful of it. Like, pwedeng, ako lang to, wala, like, this is me, ako'y tama, walang mali sa akin, at hindi ako gagawa ng pwede kong ipagkamali. The ego there is, the ego. Fear, the best keyword for fear is you are preserving. You are preserving your image. You start to preserve your image as tingin mo you are comfortable with. May mga ganun. And we don't want to be corrected. We don't want to receive feedback. But then that feedback most likely can really make us more improve. Pero ayaw natin yan. Natakot tayo. Natakot nga tayo mapagsabihan. So that's egoistic fear, okay? So, kumusta po? Kumusta? So, comment below, express kung ano na-feel nyo right now. How are you connecting? Get your pen and paper. Comment lang po kung ano yung na-feel nyo right now. If you don't, hindi pa kayo comfortable sa comment, that's totally okay. But then, we have certified life coaches here. Of course, Coach Rizal, andito siya yan. Pride pala. Yeah. It's pride pala. Really yung pride of committing mistake. Yan po. So yan, going back, may mga certified life coaches tayo nanonood right now, and then along the way, they can really help you. You are taken care. This is a very nurturing place, Life Coach Philippines. So comment lang. And shout out nyo na yung mga friends nyo that sa tingin nyo makakatulong itong session natin this Saturday morning. Okay? So, to end, well, I should say, hindi pa naman siya end. No? This is yung third phase o yung pangatlong itsura ng fear. Is again, hawak lang, kapit lang, because I really believe this is a little bit deeper than egoistic fear. But then, itatawid natin to. Let's no, let's give this moment for ourselves and to really learn and really find an excitement or get the energy of saying yes to journey to live courageously. So, yung pangatlong itsura ng fear, living in fear. Ayan, living in fear. So the world is a scary place. Like by default, pag gising mo ng umaga, nakakatakot naman. So, ano kaya ang pwedeng mangyari sa akin ngayong araw na to na ikakapahamak ko, na nakakahiya, na lahat na lang hindi okay. Living in fear. The world is a scary place. That's your default theme every day. Yan. Sabi ni Coach Marifeso, yes, nakaka-relate ako. Kaya when malaman ko to, I work on it. Life coaching helped me sa egoistic fear. Yes. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. So this is the third phase ng fear, living in fear. Like fear dictates your daily life. Like every morning, every decision, by default, we have that filtering, that strong filtering na kung nakakatakot, it's not that. Like you are really terrified to feel uncomfortable. We wanted to stay in our comfort zone. Kung saan tayo comfortable right now, kung saan tayo nasanay right now. And outside that is something scary. Like really picturing yourself na parang nasa iceberg, di ba? Kunyari, alam niyo, ano bang gisip tuloy ako ng English, Tagalog ng iceberg. Basta tipak ng yelo na nagta-travel sa ocean. Nandun ka, nagyan, nasa gitna. Alam mo, walang galawan. Okay, walang gagalaw. Kasi kapag gumalaw tayo, most likely matutumba, most likely malulunod tayo, no? Like, yun lang. Or, you're living in fear, you start to fight. Like, really, without rational, you start to fight. Nakakatakot yung bagay nito. Like, I felt na I'm being attacked. You start to really become so ballistic. The angriness, lalabas talaga siya. And, you start to really to push through from it. Na talagang alam mo, yun yung bilang default, parang like you start to fight to protect yourself even though wala pa talagang nangyayari. Or you start to fly. Alis na lang ako dito. Magulo. Lilipad na lang ako. Ayoko na dito. Instead of really standing still, that really holding to the space that you are, maybe in the office, ayaw mo ng conflict, lilipad na lang ako. Alis na lang ako. Living in fear, one of the greatest example here, and like, what differentiate living in fear dun sa tatlong phases. One good example is letting go of a relationship. We are so fearful to let go a relationship. Like, what would happen kapag na-let go ko na to? Like, we don't, like by default, ayaw natin mawala yung relasyon. Basta alam ko ayaw ko siya mawala. Natatakot akong baka mawala siya kasi hindi ko rin alam yung mangyayari. You start to, like, you are so fearful of the unknown. Of course, and this Coach Lin, ito kaya Coach Lin na yung ano natin, yung parang, hindi parang, sorry. Si Coach Lin is really focusing on, like really facing the unknown. So, Coach Lin yan, like, she has a Facebook group, no? So, yan, we start to live in fear because ayaw natin magbumitaw sa mga bagay na dapat nang bitawan. Or we are so fearful to enter a relationship because of what happened in the past. Like, we are really living in fear. Okay, kapag nagka-relasyon ulit ako, ito na naman yung mangyayari. Di ba? Kapag nagka-relasyon ako, ito naman, like this, sure ball pating, sabi nga ni Master Coach, na talaga masasaktan ulit ako. So, the fear is there. Lahat ng desisyon na ginagawa natin, nanggagaling siya sa takot. Living in fear, it's either you are fearful to go out, you're fearful to let go, or you're fearful to start a new beginning. Ulitin ko, living in fear is the fear of letting go or the fear of starting a new beginning. Doing something new, and you're being fearful or being blocked because of the fear. Oftentimes, the things that we really want, the things that will really fill us fulfilled. Alam mo, pinipicture talaga natin, ano ba talaga yung magpapasaya sa akin? Like for the longest time, I've been searching ano ba talaga yung magpapasaya sa akin? Ano ba yung hinahanap ng puso ko? Ano ba yung purpose? Ano ba yung mission? Ano ba yung dapat kong gawin? Diba? Ang dami natin ganun. What if? Tapos papasok yun yung what if na sinasabi ni Coach Ann. What if ganito kapag ginawa ko yung what if? Then, can't you see the picture that fear is telling us something? That fear is somewhat a mascara, para siyang mascara, wherein really removing that fear is the beautiful face of your dream. Like fear is really, like if we can really understand the fear, the fear is telling us, we can see what's behind it. And most of the time, the fear or the things that behind our fear are the things that we're really yearning for the longest time. I'm inviting you for Courageous Living Coaching Program. Right now, you started to know, aware, ano ba yung mga itsura ng fear? Ano ba yung mga pinagdaanan kong fear? And what fear yung pinaka nangingibabaw sa akin right now? And we know that fear is really telling us something. Fear is not necessarily bad, but fear is an emotion. It's like we are human because of fear, but then how can we manage, how can we process, how can we understand that fear in order for us to get the things that we really want, in order for us to do kung ano yung gusto nating gawin. How can we overcome what others might say and just really do what we really want to do? Ano ba yung tatingin natin? And how can I courageously live that pwede ako magkamali at pwede rin ako mag-bounce back? How can I make that? If that's your question, connect with me. We have Courageous Living Coaching Program, and let's journey together towards living outside typical, towards your unstoppable dream. Because the things that you're really looking for right now is really behind that fear. There's that one big hindrance, which is fear. And when we start managing, like really hindi natin naawayin yung fear, like really understanding what the fear is, we start to get stronger, we start to live courageously, and then we become the person that can really make our unstoppable dream come true. Yeah, and to all men out there who has been like really, if you're a man, if you're watching things on a replay and you're connecting with the things that I said, and you're the man that like you keep belittling yourself, because of the fear of, because yung mga nangyari in the past, you start to feel guilty, you feel the shame of the past mistake, and you are fearful to start new again. You are fearful to show up again. Then, if you want to start breaking up, if you're saying yes, inviting you inside Shamelessly Me Coaching Community. So this is a private group for men, and this is helping men to transition from doubts and guilt because of shameful experience into living confidently and living courageously towards your greatest self. Pag sinasabi natin greatest self, being the person that can really make unstoppable dream come true. Being that person na pwedeng gawin yung mga dreams, yung imagination, yung ini-imagine mo, yung dinay-daydream mo na sana mangyari. The person that can really make that a reality is your greatest self. So if you're that man, if you're connecting, join me inside. It's time for you to put your doubts and guilt into rest and really show up again. Find the courage to bounce back. Find the courage to convert the fear of committing mistake into courageously getting the learning to become better. And if you're a software engineer here in the Philippines, so I have this group, programmer ako at Salamangkero. So this group existed, actually this started as a Facebook page year 2012. No, nag-start to year 2012, and then until siya nag-transition siya, and currently ano tawag dito? Currently binuhay ko yung group na to. I started last year. This is actually a group for software engineers, programmers, web developers who is used of really working alone. I myself, kung bibigyan talaga ako ng chance, like, I always choose to work alone, not to talk to other people, isolate myself and really do the coding, because let's be honest, minsan talaga nakukuha natin yung joy, yung zen, yung focus kapag mag-isa tayo. But then if we are not being mindful, we start to enjoy I would say nag-start tayo to become addicted of being isolated. And then if the time comes wherein we really need to show up, we are so fearful because hindi na natin alam kung paano mag-show up. Like, how can we talk? How can I express myself? How can I express my emotion? We are so like sobrang na ingrained na sa atin yung pagiging technical, but we can no longer start speaking even though we really want to speak. Pero natakot tayo. If that's you, programmer ko at Salamangkero is for you. So this is for software engineers who really want to show up and start to build the courage of speaking in front, speaking their ideas. We are innovators too, and we have ideas. How can we make our lives better by using the technology? And then how can we even present that if you are so fearful speaking in front? So if that's you, programmer ko sa Cairo is for you. And from shyness to shyness. So who's here? Sino na yung maging member ng group na to? This is actually day one of being a certified life coach. This is the title of my very first talk, from shyness to shyness. So we have Coach Rizal here. No, and if you're that person who's saying yes, you really want to take action now. Yung gusto mo na mag-take action, na para hindi na lang daydreaming yung pagsasalita, hindi na lang daydreaming yung pag-build ng business, na hindi na lang daydreaming yung hindi ka nahihiya, yung like you are so confidently and comfortable of yourself in front of other people. If you're saying yes and you want to take action, from shyness to shyness is for you. So that's my Facebook group. Looking forward meeting you inside the group. Okay? Ayan, so this Saturday morning, so this whole Saturday, ayan, I started coaching for courageous living, and really, I have Master Coach Jasmine here and Coach, excuse me, Coach Joanna here. No? So really looking forward the full day jump pack natin ngayong Sabado. So as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we're doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. So I'm inviting you to join and be part of the Be Learning Journey for Living Smarter with monthly perks. So last May, Master Coach A launched the Be Learning Society, the 10th maker of Be Learning Home for Mental Fitness, and Decaf Coffee Republic is hosting the Be Learning e-card that unlocks opportunities with smarter living with monthly perks. So meron pong tatlong perk tong card na to. It's very timely and beautiful card. So the first perk is a 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic. Second is the Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach A, happening every third Saturday of the month. And third is a 90-minute coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. So if you have this card, we can have let's have a conversation. We can have a coaching conversation for 90 minutes, and let's talk about the mental model masterclass na napag-usapan. So for example, you get this card, you enjoy your orders from Decaf Coffee Republic with 5% off. Attend the Mental Model Masterclass, which I really believe a very timely session, class, or wisdom that we really need or to gain during this time of pandemic. And from that, we can have a conversation. No? Like we can process your thoughts. No? So you have a 90-minute choose your coach for you to process your mental model na yan. So for this month, Mental Model Masterclass is scheduled on July 17, 7 p.m. Master Coach A will teach the 80-20 Mental Model Mastery. So learn the mental model behind the 80-20 rule and discover how you can apply it in almost every area of your life and accelerate your success. And if you're, excuse me, And so if you're an individual intent to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach, Master Coach A now offers co-actively co-create life coaching certification program. So I'm a certified CACC. Ito yung nasabi ko kanina. And it means co-actively co-create life coach certification program. So this is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life, so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. So this includes a 21-day web-based learning, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. So the program packages also comes with many other bonuses. So connect with Coach Rizal, which is kasama natin siya nanonood right now, 0917-586-1661. That's her number. Connect with her. Ask about life coaching, anong meron dito. That's the number. You're one message away to get that answer. Okay, so then discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. So do join us for another coaching conversation later, yun kanina, with Master Coach Jasmine for coaching for frontliners at 2 p.m. Wow. And Coach Joanna for coaching for moms in transition. So I think kailangan kong invite si Inay, si Mama. No? So once again, I am Coach Orvyl from Life Coach Philippines. So for coaching Think Talk, courageous coaching for courageous living. So the only impossible journey is the one you never begin. So that's my contact of facebook.com/slash Coach Orvyl. Email ko orvyl@gmail.com, and there you can directly message me 0928-854-0126. Say yes to yourself. Start living courageously. Coaches like us, think and talk like this. This is Sas in the Philippines. Love, bang, boom. Magandang umaga at happy Saturday.